dog right there. Hi. Oh my gosh. Good morning on a Sunday morning. The dog is ready for his close-up. Sadly, there's nobody looking for a dog star. So it's Sunday morning at 10. And oh my gosh, hi Tracy and Ari and Janine and Lori. Oh my gosh, it's like I'm up on the hill. Oh my gosh. Are you getting a good look at my dog's nose? So we're doing, oh my gosh, hi Kat. So we're doing 10 o'clock on Sundays now because I don't have to rush off and get up, up to that place that is a building. I don't want to mention any names because I don't want to get in trouble for anything. Oh God, gross. I just touched his butt. All right, so today we're gonna do, Today we are gonna do barefoot cardio sculpt. So my dumbbells are on the dog bed, so let me just grab those. So I'm using 5-pound dumbbells. You could use 3s, 4s, 5s, whatever you have. If you don't have dumbbells laying around, hi Steve, then you can just pick up like 2 matching water bottles, or the dumbbell section is only about 12 to 13 minutes long. So if you just want to use nothing but your body for that, that'll work too. So if you're new to me, here's what you need to know. Hi Guy. Oh my gosh, hi Linda. So I don't move around a lot past the mat, past the edges, just out to the side a little bit. So this is all the more room that you need. If you have a mat, that is an added bonus. And if you have dumbbells or 2 things that weigh the same amount, that's good. If you have twins, just use those, I guess, pick them up by the neck. And so I also want to let you know is the format is going to be, we'll warm up using a lot of upper body resistance, and then we'll do a set with the dumbbells, and then we'll move on to some cardio drills, and then we'll go to the floor and do core and stretch. It sounds really easy and quick. It's not. I also want to thank anybody who's been able to make a donation. That's been awesome. If you are not in a position to do that, don't worry about it, because just get here and sweat. If you're looking for any of that information, my Venmo and PayPal is on my Instagram bio, and I think it's also on the post for this week. And then also, eventually I want to move this to YouTube. But in order to go live on YouTube, we need to have a certain number of people subscribed to it. So I put the link for my YouTube fitness channel, which has all these workouts loaded in it, on my Instagram bio, or you could just search in YouTube for Deb Prager Fitness. And if you could just subscribe, you could turn off the notifications, tell everyone you know to subscribe, so that eventually we can move over there, because I think it's ultimately a better platform and better playback. So, having said that, the after party today, which if you're new, what it is I finish the workout, I sign off, I share it, then I come back 5 minutes later and I do a little extra for anybody who's looking for that. So today I'm going to do some extra core work and some deep stretch with a towel. So you'll want that. Have some water nearby. If you have any injuries you're dealing with, know that I teach all the intervals and levels. You can always do the first or second level. You don't have to do all of them. And if you've seen a doctor for an injury or have an injury that maybe you should see a doctor for, make sure you're cleared to do this stuff before you do it so that you don't get hurt. So, oh my gosh, hi Jackie. So, having said all of that, let's get started. If you're using dumbbells or anything else matching, make sure they're not at the front edge of your mat. All right, you're gonna stand in the front edge of your space. Take your arms up, shoulders down, all of your joints line up, feet underneath your hips, hips underneath your shoulders, fingertips reaching up, with your shoulders pressing down. From here, bend both knees, fold over at the hip, lace your fingers, roll up. When you get to the top, round your back, press your palms towards me, and back up. Let's fold again. So we'll fold for 2, lace, round up, and then round again. Press your palms towards me. Let's try it slightly faster. Round, press, up. So fold, round, press. Again, fold, round, press. Twice more. Fold, round, hi Vanessa. Again, fold, round. This time, hold it up right here. Make sure your knees are not locked. Maybe press down through your toes and lift your heels here. Breathing all the way in and out. Then find your chair pose squat here. Breathing in and out, lower your heels. See if you can wiggle your toes. Make it a fold. You can either grab your elbows or let your hands fall to the floor. Either way, try to straighten your left leg, bend your right knee, sitting into your left hip, and change sides. Straighten your right leg, bend your left knee, sitting into your right hip. Then bend both knees, let your head hang. Take your left elbow up to the side and release. Next time, give an option to extend your arm all the way up and back down. So either move, elbow or arm all the way up. So reach, lower, reach, 2 more. Last one, right side, slow motion, just your elbow lifts up and lower. Maybe your arm reaches all the way up. Single counts, either move. So elbow or reach, 2 more. And then hold your forward fold, lift your tailbone up, slowly unroll, in 4, 3 at the top, shoulders down and back, both arms up, fold, tailbone lifts, unroll, 3, 2, let's do it again, both arms up, forward fold, unroll, in 4, 3, take your right arm up and over to the left, bend your knees, fold through the center, left arm to the right, and then let's reverse. So over, fold, right arm to the left, and up. Both arms come up together. This time, bend both knees far enough to get your hands to the floor, then step your feet back to a downward facing dog. Your heels press into the floor. Your palms press into the floor. Your tailbone lifts up to where the wall meets the ceiling behind you. From here, bring your hips down to find your plank. Anytime we come to plank, feel very free to put your knees on the floor. From either plank, lift your tailbone back up. 2 counts to plank. Lower your hips for 2. Push down and lift. So remember, every time you come down, you're more than welcome to put your knees on the floor. It's not a contest. Again, lower your hips for 2 and lift. Once more. At the top, hold your down dog. Your heels lift and lower. Lift again. Let's do 4 more just like that. So lift and lower. Last 2. Then hold your down dog. Shift your weight over to your right hand and foot. And take your left leg up only far enough to feel the stretch behind your right leg. You can stay right here, or you can bend your left knee and open your left hip. If you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out to a down dog split where you can stay, or you can lower your hips and bring your left knee to your left elbow. If you came down, you'll come right back up. So remembering, you can stay right here or lower your hips to plank. 1, 2, back up. 1, 2, again. 1, 2, and up. Twice more if you're moving with me. Next time, we'll hold at the top. Hold here. Everybody's got both feet on the floor. Down dog in the center. And shift your weight over to your left hand and foot. Take your right leg up, only far enough to feel the stretch behind your left leg. You can stay right here, or bend your right knee and open your right hip. If you took the bend and rotation here, straighten back out to the center, stay here or lower your hips down. Bring your right knee to your right elbow, bring it right back up. Stay here or come with me, lower. 1, 2, and up. Again, lower. 2. We have twice more to go. 1, 2. Last 1. And hold your down dog split. Both feet to the floor. Down dog in the middle. Then lower your hips to any plank from either plank. Try to bring your right foot up next to your right hand. Just doing an outfit adjustment. So you can wiggle your right toes. Maybe your back knee is on the floor. Maybe you touch your knee. Maybe you reach up to the ceiling. Any of those will work. Either way, both hands come back to the floor, engage your core. Step back to plank. Try it on the left. Step forward, knee can be on the floor. Make sure you can wiggle these toes. Maybe you touch your knee. Maybe you reach all the way up. Either way, if I mentioned you should be breathing. Both hands to the floor. Step back to plank. Let's try it up tempo here. Step forward, reach or touch your knee. Other way. So remember, you don't have to go this fast. If you want to keep your knee down or maybe go slower, feel free to do that. Twice more. Step, reach. Last time. Step, reach, and hold any plank. If your knees are still up, you have an option to rock forward and back. If you're on your knees, your next progression will be to lift your knees. One more. If you're rocking, hold whichever plank you're in. If your knees are still up, put them down. Release your feet. Hips to your heels. Child's pose. That's just arms extended. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. We'll round up. Find your modified plank. That's hands underneath your shoulders, knees on the floor. Elbows rotate towards each other. Try to take a little bend. Maybe you're able to go further. You don't have to. But if your elbows are bent, straighten them. Hips to your heels. Let's go slightly faster. Round up. Modified plank. Bend your elbows a little or a lot. Press up. Now let's take it up tempo from here. Round up, hold or bend. Again, round, hold or bend. Child's pose. Round, hold or bend. Breathing all the way through this. Round, hold or bend. On the next pass, hold your modified plank. Tuck your toes, push down, lift your tailbone up to a down dog. Then bring your knees back to the floor, release your feet, hips to your heels. Let's make it flow from here. Round up for 2, push down. For 2, lower, child's pose. Same thing, round up. For 2, push down, knees down. Last time, round up. Push against the floor, lower your knees. On the next pass, modified plank and hold. Pushing the floor away from you, tuck your toes, lift your knees. Right hand to the middle. Try to rotate over to a side plank. Maybe your right knee finds the floor. Either way, your top arm reaches towards me and up. Now lace your up arm underneath your bottom arm. Single count. Towards me and under, towards me and under. Hold your side plank. Come back to the center. Find any plank. Maybe your knees are on the floor. Left hand in the middle. Rotate to a side plank. Feel free to put your left knee on the floor. Your top arm reaches towards me and up. Now lace underneath your bottom arm. Single counts here. Towards me and up, under, again, towards me, and hold your side plank. Come back to the center, find any plank, on your knees or not. Try to bend your elbows a little bit more, and hover for 4, 3, 2, push down, lift your tailbone up to a down dog, then walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold, let your head hang. Lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll your back. In 4, 3. All right, if you should be warm, grab a sip of whatever you brought to drink to this party. It's not wine, it's just water in a wine glass. Because I like to feel festive no matter the time of the day. And it's a plastic wine glass, so So I'm gonna tip over. All right, so you're gonna grab your dumbbells or your 2 matching water bottles or whatever you're using, cans of soup. If you don't have dumbbells yet, order some on Amazon. We're gonna be in our living rooms for a while still. Shoulders down and back. Knees are not locked. Wiggle your toes, bicep curl on your left, and then your right. Again, left and right. Just a basic move right here. So up and down, belly button in, hips underneath your shoulders. Let's take both arms together, all the way up and all the way down without locking your elbows. Keep your curl, take your feet out wide. Toes to the corners, hips still underneath your shoulders. Maybe you sink your hips on the curl. So sink, press. Pushing down against the floor. So think of the floor as your own personal leg press. You push yourself away from the floor. One more, slow it down. 2 counts to get there. 1, 2, push against the floor to come up. In 1, 2, push down to come up. Again, 1, 2, push down. Last time, slowly. And then single counts here. Sink, press. Again, 2 more. Then we'll go just halfway down from the top. So half, extend, half, again. 1 more. Now all the way down, halfway up. So sink to the half, sink to the half, and then full range, single count, sink down and up. 2 more. Let's take 3 counts to get there. So 3, 2, 1 to come up. 3, 2, 1 again. In 3, 2, 1 more just like that. In 3, 2, single counts here for 4 and 3. They should start to feel heavy right about now. Then halfway and hold. Pulse here. Knuckles from the front towards me. You rotate out, keeping your elbows against your rib cage for 4. I think I've got a dog hair on my nose. 1 more. Hold your rotation here and pulse. Now as you pulse, you have an option to lift your knees, or not your knees, your heels up. Maybe your arms extend out to a V for 4, 3, hold it here. Try to straighten your legs, arms to the side, but rotate your thumbs towards me. Bring your dumbbells together like you're holding a beach ball. You can stay here or rotate to your right for 2, center. Maybe your left, 1, 2, center, engage your core. Take your arms up to a V, bend your knees, elbows come into your rib cage, heels lower if they were up, dumbbells together at the chest. Sink, press, sink, press. Try to keep your dumbbells end to end. Sink, press. Again, 4. We're gonna do a little variation on this. 1 more. Turn your dumbbell or your hands around, toes towards me. Toes towards me. The squat. It was a hip sink plie, but now it's a squat. Press. 2 more. And bring the arms down. Feet under your hips. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Release. Together. So it looks like this if you haven't done this before. Shoulder blades squeeze. Let's do 4 more. Knees are straight but not locked. 2 more. Then hold your shoulder blades together. Bend both knees. Bend at the elbows so your dumbbells are at your booty. Hinge at the hip. Extend to the glutes. Extend to the glutes. I like to hold my dumbbells on one end of them and sort of let them lay on my forearms. Up tempo here. Out, out. Now 3 times in hold. You have 3, 2. Hold your extension to the glutes. 3, 2. Extend to the glutes again in 3, 2. Extend. Once more. 3, 2. Hold your extension. Rotate your palms to the ceiling and give it a little pulse. So you're lengthening your spine and your arms. And then you give it a little pulse, trying to keep it at your hips and higher. 4, 3, 2, Come up, both arms come up. Grab the dumbbells by their ends, feet wide, just your left arm comes up. Hold it here. You'll bend at your elbow and extend. Again, maybe you sink your hips. Single counts of either one, so maybe just the arm, but if it's both, you're still aiming for a single count, keeping your upper arm really close to your face. Let's do 4 more like this. So 4, push down against the floor, 2 more, and hold it up. Change sides, right arm comes up, right next to your face. Slow motion for 2, extend. Maybe you sink your hips for 2, then single count. Bend, extend, bend, extend. Pushing against the floor. Breathing in and out. Try to keep your hips underneath your shoulders. This arm seems easier to me for some reason. 4 to go, so 4. Push down, 3, 1 more. Hold your arm up, bring it down. Shoulders roll down and back. Wiggle your toes, round your elbows, thumbs face each other. Your arms will lift for 2. Release. Now maybe you sink your hips as your arms lift. Singles from here. So sink, press, sink, press. Pushing against the floor to come up. 4 to go. So 4, press. 3, 2 more. Hold it down right here, little pulses. As you pulse, option to lift your heels. Maybe your dumbbells. Come closer together. And then come out to the sides. 4 more here. So 4, 3, 2. Lower your heels. Come up. Shoulders down. Well, we're going to do it again. Yep. In 1, 2, single count. Or you can make the motion smaller. 2 more here. Then hold it down. Little pulses. Maybe your heels lift. Maybe your dumbbells come together. Elbows still lifting. If they came in, bring them out for 4, 3, 2. Hold. Lower your heels. Come up. Shake it out. Feet parallel. Squats here. So we're going to put 2 moves together. If you've been with me for a while, then you've seen this before. Squeezing your glutes at the top without locking your knees. This time, hold your squat. Hold. Dumbbells hang straight down from your shoulders. Thumbs face each other. Elbows go straight behind you, like a little grasshopper. Your dumbbells meet at your hip joint. Extend, single count. Row, extend. So you want to avoid your elbows going out to the side. Your elbows slide against your rib cage. This is one part of our back work for 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Now round your elbows, slow motion, back fly. Release down once more slowly. And then single counts here. Lift and lower. 1 more. Forward fold. That was our rehearsal. Hang on to your dumbbells. Tailbone lift. Unroll. At the top. Shoulders down and back. Squats here. All right, so we're going to put it together. It'll be 1 narrow row, 1 back fly in a squat position. I'll do it with you. Can you imagine if I didn't? All right, 1 more. Let's hold our squat here. Narrow row, back fly once, 1 more row, and then come back up. Do it again. Squat, row, back fly, row again. Come out of your squat again. So squat, row, fly, row. Come up, push down again. So it's squat, row, fly, row. You know we have a couple more times to go. So squat, row, fly, row. Last time right here. So this time on your fly, hold your arms up and pulse. Breathing in and out. Thinking of at least 2 things in your life that are worse than this moment. 3, 2, forward fold. Hang on to your dumbbells. Your tailbone lifts up. You unroll. 1 bone at a time. At the top. Circle your wrists out for 4 more. In 1, 2, 3, reverse your circle. 4, 3, 2, set your dumbbells or your water bottles down, out of your way. Grab a sip of whatever you're drinking. It's Sunday. And then come right back to your mat. All right, feet parallel, toes facing me, palms together, squeezing your glutes at the top. My disclaimer, because I do have some new people, if you're new to me and any of the formats I do, know that whatever I'm doing is not going to make your butt too big for your body. Maybe like mine, maybe not too big, but just relatively speaking. But I can promise you that if you do these workouts with me, your butt will lift up and stay in its own zip code. It will not mingle with the hamstring. That's where you want it. Up in place. Palms together. Sink. Push down. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Maybe you touch your knees. Knuckles up. Sink. Press. Sink. Press. Maybe you lift your heels at the top here. So sink. Press. Sink. Press. Hold it at the top. Hold here. Extend through your fingertips. Find your chair, squat. Lower your heels, wiggle your toes, palms together. Come up, just squats here. Keep your squat. I'm gonna give my music a little bump. Sink, squeeze. All right, left side, step out to the side one time. Step, other way. So this is our other pattern. Maybe that step becomes a hip sink. You get a stretch in here and then a contraction as you press out. Arms up, sink, press, sink, press. Breathing in and out. On that step, maybe you release your left arm, look up, other way. 2 more. Feet parallel, squat, touch your knees, knuckles up. Again. Now step out on your left, maybe you sink in, release. It can be only a step. It can be here, if that's where you're working today. Squat, touch your knees. 4, 3, 2, left side, step out or release. 4, 3, 2, feet parallel, squat, touch your knees. 4, up. We're doing it again. Left side, step out, or sink and release. Again. Feet parallel, squats here. 4, press. Maybe you're lifting your heels at the top here, like that. Step out left. 4, 3, 2, feet parallel, squat, touch your knees. 4, 3, 2, hold your last position here. If you weren't up on your toes, try it now. Extend through your fingertips. Try to find your squat, chair squat. Lower your heels, wiggle your toes, make a fist, extend your fingertips. Fist, extend, fist, extend. 1 more. Hold your fingers extended, come up. Palms together, squats here. Thumbs to your chest. We're gonna work through this next interval slowly to build it. You can choose any of the levels you like. 1 more, hold your squat. Now rotate towards your right. Come up, squat, rotate towards your left. Now the trick is to try not to wiggle, what am I trying to say? Try to keep your knees bent the same amount. Now as you squat and rotate, maybe your left leg goes back and back to the center, other way. 1, 2, I almost tipped over, again. So 1, 2, and up, other way. Maybe your arms extend and back to the chest. Arms extend maybe, and up. Once more slowly. 1, 2, single counts here. So reach, rotate. 2 more. Feet wide position right here. Wide toes towards me, squat. That one's tricky, mostly because of the balance and when you try to rotate. So pick a level that works for you. Wide parallel squat. Reach down, pull up. Reach, push against the floor, and pull up. We'll do 4 more of these. Then we're gonna put it together. 4, 3. On the last one, our feet come narrow under our hips. Step back. 4, 3, 2. Feet wide. Reach and pull, parallel, wide squat. 2 more. Again, feet narrow. Left leg steps back. Up. 2 more. Feet wide, parallel squat. 4, push down. 3, 2, feet go narrow. Left leg back. Palms can be together, or you can reach. Feet wide, parallel squat. Reach, pull, sink your booty. 2 more. Feet under your hips. Left leg goes back. 4, 3, 2, feet wide, parallel squat, reach and pull. 4, 3, we do 1 more time. Feet under your hips. Left leg goes back. 2 more. Feet wide, parallel squat. 4, 3, 2, hold at the top. Hold it, toes to the corners. Sink your hips. I know you want to bring your arms down. Knuckles up to the ceiling. Try to lift your heels. Take your fingertips to where the wall meets the floor behind you. Squeeze down into your armpits. Make a fist. Extend, make a fist. Extend. You're breathing all the way in and out. 2 more. Hold your hands in a fist. Bring your arms around to the front. Palms together. Thumbs to the chest. Lower your heels. Feet parallel. Squats right here. Sink, squeeze. Alrighty. So on this next move, you can start with a pedal here. You can pedal with 1 foot into the floor always, or you can hop. Either way, we'll step out. So pedal, step, or hop. Jump, hop, jump squat, or a pedal and step. You can still do the arms like that. Either way works. Let's do 4 more. So 4, 3, 2, on the last one, hold your wide position and squat. Squeeze. All right, 1 more. Left toes rotate to the left. So bend, up, bend, up. So it's just this left leg. Arms out to the side. Hips underneath your shoulders. Reach up. So you reach perpendicular, parallel. Up, parallel to the floor, up. You can work here, or you can reach up, over, push off, reach, push. Make sure you're breathing. This is deceptively more difficult than it looks. Over, up, push against the floor, over, up. 4 more. So 4, up, 3, push against the floor, keep the foot on the floor for 4, 3, 2, feet parallel towards me, palms together, squat. 2 more, back to the center, pedal or hop right here. So hop or pedal, pedal or hop. Sink, again. Your left leg should be barking at you on the inside and the back. For 4, 3, 2, hold your squat, palms together. You know we're doing the other side. Woo-hoo. Right toes to the side. And lunge up. It's sort of a warrior 2 and a little bend. So in a regular fitness class, you might call it a lateral lunge, but because it's turned out, I would call it a warrior 2. Maybe your arms will reach and level. So you're pushing against the floor with your right foot. Up. If you're ready, Maybe you press up, over, push, over, push. You're breathing in and out. Whew. You might be getting a cramp in the back of my right hip. Again, press. Core is engaged. 4 to go. 4, press. 3, 2, now without the lift. For 4, 3, 2, and toes towards me, wide squat. 2 more, then we do our hop or pedal right here. So hop, step, or pedal, hop, any combination will do. 4 to go, 4, 3, 2, wide squat here. Sink, squeeze. All right, keeping the same move, feet underneath your hips, toes towards me. Now, if any of you noticed that I have a different mat today, I now have a little menu of mats, depending on what I'm doing, or maybe what I'm wearing. My favorite mat is purple. I wanted to wear a purple shirt, so I had to switch it up so it'll look ridiculous. Left leg steps towards me, step together. Did I mention that you want to be in the middle of your space or slightly back so you have room to step forward? Now on that step, you turn a little bit to the corner, and the way you don't hurt your knee on the rotate back is your weight is in the back of your foot, and you rotate on your back heel there. So maybe you sink your hips, sink, press, sink, press. Practice that rotation, because I don't want you to torque your knee at all. Again, sink, press, sink, press. Maybe you reach up behind you, reach up, not down, guy. Up behind you, sink, push against the floor. Maybe you reach up, sink, reach, sink, reach. One more, parallel squat here. So that's gonna be the first part of our combination interval. And scoot up a little bit. The second part has lots of options. You pick whichever works for you. Squat, touch your knees. Now sink your hips. Come back, reach up, touch your knees, sink your hips. So the temptation is gonna be to do that. It's not about touching the floor, it's about sinking your butt. So this is our move. So knees, sink your butt, knees, reach. Last time slowly, up tempo here. Knees, sink, up, knees, sink, up. Maybe your heels lift up at the top, reach. If you're here and you're looking for a little more, which I am not, but I'll show you, press. Push against the floor. One more, just the squat right here. Okay, so those two moves, the step forward and the knees, booty sink, reach up. We're gonna put together in 4s. Whew. If you move forward a little bit, keep squatting. So sweaty. So you want to be at least in the middle of your mat or your space. Let's just walk through it once. Left leg steps forward. Step, reach, step. Start rehearsal. Here we go. Feet parallel, touch your knees. Knees sink, up. Maybe your heel lift. Maybe you jump. And just the squat right here. That'll feed right into the next round. You ready? I'm not. Give me 4 more squats. 4. Push down. Squeeze your booty without locking your knees. All right. Here we go. Left foot. Step. Reach. Step. Reach. All right. Feet parallel. Touch your knees. Knees sink. Up. Reach. Left leg steps forward and reach. Up. 2 more. Touch your knees, sink your hips. Knees sink, up. Maybe you jump. One more. Left leg steps forward, reach. Up. It's hard. Touch your knees, sink your butt. Knees, sink, reach. Maybe you're jumping. And left leg steps forward, last time. Touch your knees right here. Sink your hips, reach or jump. And just the squats here. How are your quads? Mine are on fire. I'm gonna take a little step forward. 2 more squats here. Hold your squat. Hold it. Take your arms up by your ears. Just breathe. Just holding. Make sure you can wiggle your toes. For 4, 3, 2, come up. Step wide, palms together, sink, press. Toes facing the corners, arms out and up. Yesterday, I decided to participate in other people's classes. So I did a kettlebell class, then a yoga. While it was quite fun and effective, it has left me a little, overworked today, I should say. One more. Now 3 pulses down. So 3, 2, feet together and out. 3, 2, 1, together and out. 3, 2, 1, together and out. That together can be a jump. Together and out. So 3, 2, 1, together and out. 3, 2, 4 more. It's a long one. 3, 2, 1, again. 3, 2, twice more. 3, 2, 1 last time. 3, 2, just the hip sink here. Sink, press. Last 2. Feet back to parallel. Inhale, reach up. Hands on your knees. Round your back. Round for 2. Release. Again. Round for 2. Release. Come all the way up. Shoulders down and back. Palms together. Squeeze your glutes. 1 more. Hold your squat. Shift over your right leg. Pick your left foot up. Extend your leg behind you. Hold and pulse. Belly button in. Final 4. 1, 2, 3, and feet parallel. Squat. Squeeze your glutes. 2 more. Hold your squat. Shift over to your left foot. Right leg comes up. Try to balance. Once you find your balance, extend your leg behind you and maybe pulse. Chest up, belly button in. I'll count it properly this side. 2, and shake it out. Both arms come up. Hands on your knees. Round your back. At the top, turn yourself if you like. I like for you guys to turn because I cue front and back. So the arm closest to me is the front arm. Whew. Alrighty, I'm gonna turn side. Have a sip of whatever you brought to drink. So you're gonna sit with your knees bent. You know what, let's grab one of our dumbbells or water bottles, whatever you were using. Just one of them. You're gonna hold them on the ends, whether it's a water bottle or a dumbbell, whatever you have. Sitting up really tall, because the temptation is always to sit here, but you can see that my back muscles are released here. You wanna engage your back by sitting up tall, and then dumbbell in front of you, round your elbows. So the temptation here is gonna be to let your elbows drop. Bring them out to the side, curl halfway down for 2, and up. Curl down for 2, and up. This should feel differently than when we use our towel where we pull out to the side, because now your deltoids, your shoulders, are having resistance. I have my thumbs up dumbbell or water bottle sitting in your palm of your hand. As you curl, you have an option to rotate towards me. Curl, rotate, back to the center, away from me. 1, 2, and up. Same thing, towards me, rotate up. Should feel this in your entire torso. Try not to go too far. Try to keep your dumbbell in front of your chest so that the dumbbell doesn't get away from you. What you want to avoid is your dumbbell going further than your rib cage. You want it right in the center of your chest. Always, again, rotate. Last time to the back on this one. And bring it into your chest. Keep your curl. So that should be a little easier. Keeping it in. Now elbows out to the side. Hold your dumbbell or water bottle by the ends. Hold your curl. It's right at your chest. Rotate towards me, center, and away from me. Towards me. Maybe you pick the knee up as you go across it. Rotate, elbows to the side. Super tempting to keep here. Try to take them out to the side so that your shoulders get in the mix. Rotate. Let's give it a double pulse towards me. Pulse. 2, pulse. 2, pulse. Again, let's do 4 more just like that. 4, pulse. 3, 2, and then come up. Set your dumbbell down. Forward fold. Mine's probably gonna roll away. I'm gonna put it upright. Your knees can be bent or straight, up to you. Either way, you're releasing your low back, actively separating your shoulder blades. Inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet. Bring your eyes up first, and then your shoulders and your body. At the top, you'll tuck your hips, fingertips out to the side if you need it. I have to scoot up to stay in my frame. Then unroll. When you're all the way down, bring your knees into your chest. Then just rock your knees side to side. I like to extend my top leg as I go across. You're breathing all the way in and out. Come back to the center. Hands to the side of your hips. You're gonna untuck your hips. So your belly button's level to your pelvic bone, 90 degrees. At the hip and the kneecaps are parallel to the floor. Now if your shoulders are up, pull them down, keeping your spine neutral. Your legs are your dumbbells. Extend your front leg out away from you to where the wall is in front of you. This increases your resistance. This stays at 90. Slowly change. 4, 3, 2. You're there on 1. Slowly change. 3, 2 counts. To get there, you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now single counts here. We have 3, 2. Hold and pulse. Again. 3, 2. Hold and pulse. Again. In 3, 2. Pulse. Breathing all the way in and out. Shoulders pressed down. You have 3, 2. Pulse. Again. 3, 2. We're going twice more. So this is the first one. And now the second one. 3, 2. Hold right here. Both legs to chair. Arms out to the side. This might be enough for you. If it is, stay here. Otherwise, rotate your legs towards me. Pull back to the center. Go away from me for 2. Pull center. Over to the front. 2. Palms to the ceiling so that you're not tempted to push on the floor. If you want to make this even a little more challenging, you can bend your elbows. Take your fingertips next to your ears. Over to your right or towards me. I don't know which way you're facing. Over for 2. Once more each way. Towards me. And away from me. And pull to the center. Bring your knees into your chest. Before we do this next set, give yourself a little break, little rock side to side. All right, hold in the center. Untuck your hips. Belly button level to your pelvic bone. Fingertips behind your ears. Extend your back leg to the wall in front of you. Squeeze underneath your back armpit. Lift your back shoulder blade off the floor. Now you want to avoid this. So keep your knee at 90 degrees. Keep your back elbow falling towards the floor while the shoulder lifts up. Slowly change. 3, find your position. Slowly change. 4, 3, 2. You're there on 1. Watch your elbow. And let's go 2 count from here. 1, 2, your shoulder blade peels off the floor, but your elbow stays away from your knee because it will add resistance as it falls away. 1, 2, single count here. Up, up. For 4, 3, double pulse. Yes, double up. Shoulder blade is your leader. Oh. 1 more, and then 8 singles to finish. We have 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, release. Knees into your chest. Rock your knees side to side. And then come back to the center. Both feet on the floor, close to your hips. Palms at the sides of your hips. You're gonna you're gonna tuck your hips and then push your feet against the floor to lift your hips up to find a bridge pose. That's just a diagonal line from your shoulders to your hips to your knees. Can your toes wiggle? They should. Maybe you can get your arms underneath you and lace your fingers, then straighten your elbows. That'll sort of move your shoulder blades closer together. Check if your toes can still wiggle. So you're not trying to grip the floor. 3, 2, and if your fingers are laced, unlace them. Slowly lower your spine, 1 bone at a time into the floor. Bring your front knee into your chest. Let your back leg extend anywhere you like for your flexibility. Extend your front leg up, only far enough to feel the stretch behind this leg. You can always bend your back leg a little more. Flex and bend the knee to the chest. Extend once more. What am I saying once more? We're going twice more from here. Flex, bend, press, last time. Flex, bend, hold your leg. Doesn't have to be straight. You just want to feel the extension behind it. Take your front arm anywhere on the inside of your front leg. You'll open the leg, press it towards me, only as far as you need to feel the stretch on the inside of your leg. Trying to keep your back hip pressing into the floor. Breathing all the way in and out. You're going to flex both feet. Push your heels out to the walls. Are you breathing all the way in and out? Think of a couple things that are worse than this. And then bend your front knee to the center. Front arm reaches out towards me. Back arm across your bent knee. Take the knee away from your screen. Reaching out with the front fingertips towards me. This is a good place to take a big deep breath. All the way in and all the way out. Come back to the center. Change sides. Front foot on the floor. Extend your back leg up. Only until you feel the stretch behind it. Let your front leg find its position on the floor. Flex your foot. Bend the knee to the chest. Send the heel up. Let's do it again. Flex. Bend. Drive it up. Again. Flex. Bend. We're going to do 1 more to make it even. Flex. Bend. Hold your leg up. Take your back arm anywhere on the inside of your back leg. Remember, you're just going to push it away from me. Just enough to feel the stretch on the inside. Keeping the front hip pressing against the floor. I can just grab my heel because I'm sort of a small circus monkey. But you don't have to. It can be anywhere on the leg. You are trying to flex both feet. Pushing your heels out to the wall. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. Then bend your back knee to the center. Back arm reaches out to the side. Front arm across your knee. And the knee comes over towards me. Keep reaching out with your back fingertips. Breathing all the way through this. And then come back to the center. Both feet on the floor. Front leg extends up. Let it fall across like you're sitting in a chair with your legs. What am I trying to say? You know, the way you sit cross-legged in a chair. If this is enough for your hip, leave it there. Otherwise, pick your back foot up. If this is enough, stay here. Or reach through and lace your fingers behind your back leg, pulling towards your chest. Again, still breathing all the way in and all the way out. If you lace your fingers behind, let them go, set your feet on the floor. Let's change that. Back leg up. Cross it over your front knee like you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. Maybe that's enough for your hip. If it's not, pick it up. If you need more, reach through, lace your fingers behind, and pull towards your chest. You'll feel this in your back hip. For 4, 3, 2, and then release. Both feet on the floor, flip over onto your stomach. Arms and legs extended. Take your front arm, reach around, grab where your shoelaces would be, or maybe still are if you're wearing shoes. Trying to pull your heel to your hip. Press your hip to the floor. Should feel this on your quadriceps, the front of your leg. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. Your knee is going straight out from your hip, so not out to the corner. And release, change sides, reach your back arm around. Grab where your shoelaces would be or still are. Heel to the hip, hip to the floor. Your knee goes straight out from your hip. You're breathing all the way in and all the way out. If you can, keep that hand there and reach the front arm around, trying to get both feet. If you're not quite here, it's okay. You can grab your heels, your pants, maybe you swing your towel around. Either way, you're just looking for a stretch on your quads. If you're here, push your feet into your hands and lift your knees, and maybe lift your chest, opening your shoulders. Did I mention you're breathing for 4, 3, 2, release. Hands to the side of your chest. Press your chest up, lift your hips, back to your heels, to child's pose. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. Rotate your thumbs up towards the ceiling so your hands are on their sides. Still pressing your chest through your shoulders. Then bring your palms back to the floor. And round up to a tabletop. Hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Round your back. Separating your shoulder blades. Push down to lift your tailbone up. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Let your head hang. Straighten your front leg, bend your back knee, sitting into your front hip. Take your back arm across your front ankle, and then try to extend your front arm up to the ceiling. Feels a little bit like you're playing Twister, but it's a rotation and a hip stretch. Breathing through it, bend both knees. In the center, straighten your back leg. Bend your front knee, sitting into your back hip. Front arm goes across your back ankle. Back arm extends up to the ceiling. Breathing, can you wiggle your toes? For 4, 3, 2, bend both knees, come back to the fold. Tailbone lifts up, unrolling. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so that was the class on Sunday. I don't have to rush off today. So I'm gonna sign off, post it, share it. I'm gonna come back in 5 minutes with, what are we coming back with? We're gonna do core and deep stretch. So just I'll use your towel and your mat. Just wanna say thank you for joining me on my mat. Thank you for the donations. If you're looking for that information, like I said, it's in my bio. And also, don't forget to subscribe to YouTube. We tell everyone you know, they don't have to be active on it. I just need a number of subscribers so that we can go live from there. So thanks. I'll either see you tomorrow morning for traditional cardio or sculpt. I'm gonna wear shoes. You don't have to. Or I'll see you in 5 minutes. Thanks, you guys.